done an interview.
Really? I'm glad to be the first, honestly, because you're a genius.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
100%. Yeah.
She's still a puppy, so
She's muscular.
dude, I know.
Oh, you're so chunky. Hi, I'm Kennedy, and I'm here with
I'm Privacynumber.
long-awaited interview most hyped in my own head, honestly. We're at his home studio, and I told you to pick a place that was like significant to you. So can you kind of like explain why this setting is like important to you?
My spot where I can get creative, you know. Sometimes I'm here just by myself, and you know, my thoughts just flow, and you know, I got my own setup, so it's just anytime an idea strikes, I'm just able to go ahead and create it, you know. So, you know, and a lot of cool, like, you know, songs get made here, a lot of cool beats get made here, so, you know, it's a really special place to me because this is where a lot of, you know, my hits get made.
Basically where history's made.
Yeah, for real.
Your bio says, "I love my privacy." I'm assuming that has something to do with your name, or like, obviously you just love.
Yeah, I just, with I Heart My Privacy, that's just the name of the EP. I just thought it was like, I don't know, because my name's Privacynumber, so, and I feel like people like their privacy, so, you know, that's the name of my EP. I like my privacy, you know.
Something we can all relate to in a way. The first time I saw you was also the first time I heard your music, which was at Cinco de Frico, this San Antonio like music promoting event. So like,
my bro Cynic through that show, and he asked me to be part of it, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So shout out to my boy Cynic for Cinco de Frico. That was my second show ever. He's got like 50 Instagram names, so you might find him, you might not.
He's that one dude with like 20 accounts and shit.
For real.
But you told me that was only your second time performing. You had the craziest crowd control and like honestly the best music and like insane hype energy. And so can you tell me how your first performance went and how you felt about that whole experience?
Yeah, my first performance was also like with my homie like Cynic and Left, and they were throwing like a Halloween show, and I had just dropped one of my recent albums at that time. It was called Haunted Heart, and it was completely different from I Heart My Privacy, but that one was all like alternative, like kind of goth like type of vibe, and it was Halloween, so I felt like it was right to, you know, perform those songs. So that was my first performance, and it went literally pretty insane. There was huge mosh pits. Kids were fucking jumping up and down, moshing. There was a couple kids bleeding. So I was like, you know, it was a mission accomplished. It was dope. I felt the love. I love San Antonio.
But more than that, you bring the energy too. You feel me? You don't have like people on the fucking wall. Like literally, dude, at Cinco de Frico. Shit, I'll get less specific. One of the performers was like, get closer to the crowd, you know what I mean? And it's like, that wasn't even a question. That wasn't even like, I just thought that shit was amazing, honestly. And it seemed to me like you were doing it for a long ass time. That's how natural it felt.
Yeah, it felt really natural when I was up there. Anytime I get up there, I just feel like my music just takes over me.
100.
And, like, you know, I make music that comes from like my heart and soul and like my mind, and I just tell stories, and like it comes to me. And like, you know, Privacynumber is just, he's a different guy, and like, you know, once he gets on the mic, you know, he goes and he just lets it loose.
On a different account you own, I came about a rabbit hole of videos that capture your skills of producing, and this leads to 3 questions, right? How long have you been making music for? And then I'll continue with the rest. But how long have you been making music for?
Oh man, I've been making music forever, honestly. Like even when I was a kid, I was like in a band, you know, in high school, middle school, I was like a drummer in a band, and I just started skateboarding and just listening to punk music, and I kind of just, you know, was doing that. And then I started DJing like my high school, like end of high school years, and I started DJing like all the prom after parties and shit like that. Yeah. So I kind of, it was really just like, you know, I started off, you know, like listening to the punk scene, and then I started DJing, and then I just started, you know, making beats after DJing. So it's been a ride for sure. It's definitely been about 10 years that I've been doing this.
The second question is, who have you made music for, such as like collab and also beats, stuff like that?
Oh man, fuck.
Too many to name or what?
Honestly, like half the city that I've definitely worked with. You know, there's so many to name, you know what I'm saying? I worked with like my homie Dubin on the beat. He's a dope ass producer, and he's introduced me to a lot of artists. I worked with my homie Little Cynic. Shout out to Cynic. I've worked with back in the day, I used to work with Hoodlum. I used to work with my boy Swanee. Mateo Sun, Kid Kill, King Sippy, Big Boss Ross, Chico, Skrilla, Bronze. Like the list goes on. Any San Antonio native you think of, I've definitely, you know, either produced something or recorded something for them.
That's a lot of people.
I'm like, bro, that's on Apple. That's on Spotify.
Golly.
Yeah,
You're like, we dropped this? Question mark?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
I'm like, what even is the name of this song? Like, what year was this? Like, and like, I go back and listen to it. I'm like, damn, this is still fire hose weight. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, you know, I take pride in that.
Third kind of counter question was, when did you decide to branch out on your own? Like, basically, when was Privacynumber born?
Privacynumber was born like a while back, like maybe like a couple, like 2-3 years ago, maybe right before COVID or during COVID. But I just started like, you know, making my own beats, and like I have like over like 1,000 or 2,000 beats like on my hard drive. So it's just like anytime I make a beat, I'm already coming up with like lyrics or like melodies in my head that I could see on it. So sometimes I'd be playing it for artists in the studio and they're not really fucking with it, but I'm just like, you know what, like let me just try something. I just do it and you know, let my ideas come to life. And you know, it turns out, you know, some people like it, some people are like, nah, just stick to producing, bro. So but I mean, either way, like I have fun with it. So like as long as one person fucks with it, you know what I'm saying, that kind of just gives me motivation to keep going. Can
you name like all the genres you dive into? Because there's a lot. Like your music is actually really like diverse.
Well, I've definitely, like, you know, like I said, I started off like in a punk band, and like, you know, all that type of like music I used to listen to when I was a kid. I definitely was like an emo kid, but I was listening to, you know, all that stuff, and so I started making alternative music. I was making, you know, hyper pop. I was making trap. I was making rap. I'm making rage. I'm making dance. I dropped a house EP as J Allan. It's called Full Moon.
That's my favorite.
And yeah, and like, you know, I've done all types of genres. Some of them, like, I'm just like, I don't even know what genre to call this. Like it's got so many elements. Like it'll start off as like a dance beat or a trap beat, and then just go into like, you know, some heavy like pop shit or whatever. So like I definitely like to mesh genres and like, you know, break the rules.
Artist wise, who are some of your greatest inspirations?
Probably Kanye West. I like Pierre Bourne. The band The Used, Future for sure. I love Future. I love Metro Boomin. The Weeknd is fire. There's so many. I could just look up something and just, you know, and it's so different too. Like, you know, it's not just rap and rock and, you know what I mean. It's pop. It's some of it's country. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, all the way to country.
I like Casey. I like Casey Musgrave. Shout out to Casey Musgrave. She's fire.
Okay. I would not expect that.
Yeah, I just got put onto her too. So there's just so many influences that I have. It changes every day too, just depending on what I'm making too. Like I might be into house music, so I'm listening to Snow Strippers. Like Snow Strippers is like one of my favorite artists out right now.
Where are you originally from?
I was born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas. So Southsider.
Which is one of your favorite projects out right now?
Haunted Heart. Maybe Catchy Castle is actually kind of fire. There's some bangers on there. Full Moon. I love Full Moon. That one really got me out of my element. I've never done anything like that, and I was really proud to do something like that. But, you know, honestly, all my shit on there is really cool. Like, you know, the whole So Catchy 1 and 2, Catchy World, you know, like Catchy Castle, all those. Like, so go check that out. Go do your research. You know what I'm saying?
Do your research.
Yeah, go listen to Haunted Heart. You know what I'm saying? Privacynumber.
So,
yes, sir.
What's something we wouldn't know, like, based by, like, looking at you? The Casey that shit did throw me off, honestly. I
be trying to go to the gym and live a healthy lifestyle. I know that like y'all be seeing me like smoke and do drugs and shit, but I really wake up and take my vitamins and go to the gym. And I've been trying to at least, you know, but I don't know. Another thing, I'm a big like wrestling fan. I really love WWE. That shit's fucking entertaining as fuck.
He's watching.
Yeah, I'm literally watching Monday Night Raw right now. So I don't know. There's a lot of. It just depends. I don't really know what to say, what's really different about me. But, you know, once you get to know me, you know, there's a lot of, you know, hidden shit there.
That's just the tip of the iceberg, guys. Yeah. Do you have anything in the vault? And is there something we should, like, look forward to? Any upcoming?
Just know that I'm back to making beats. I'm going hard on beats. It just depends on what mood I am. Like right now, I'm in a mood to just make beats and just like record people, make songs with people, and help them get shit out under my production. As far as Privacynumber wise, I definitely got a single. It's called Breaking Bad, and that's something that I kind of want to work on and put my focus on next. I want to do a whole video to that one, so I think that one's really cool. I feel like a lot of people would fuck with it. It's almost got I Heart My Privacy vibes. It's honestly one that didn't make the tape. I was thinking about putting it on there, but I didn't. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, I should just drop it as a single, put a video or something out to it. But you know, but I'm creating every day, so it's just like, you know, one day you might get this, one day you might get that. I might drop it on SoundCloud. I might just wait and drop it all on platforms. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling, and you know, wherever my creativity takes me.
Do you have any future plans with your clothing brand, The Catchiest?
Oh shit, The Catchiest, man. I haven't been active on that page in a while, but yes, it's so funny. I did this one, or actually my brother-in-law, we came up with this like graphic, and it's pretty cool. I'm thinking about doing like a small run, like maybe like 15, 20 shirts, like very rare, very limited. But I have so many designs and so many ideas to go with, like as far as like clothing and merchandise and fashion and stuff like that, because like I definitely, like, that's one of my other fortes that I really like. Like I used to be, like during COVID, like during that time where we couldn't go outside, I was inside the crib like sewing. I was like learning how to use a sewing machine, and I was screen printing my own shit. So honestly, like that's like my second forte. Like I love clothes, I love fashion. Like I appreciate that art, and I feel like it really resonates with the music. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I definitely got some designs I'm working on. Definitely working on some garments to get. I definitely want to revive that shit and bring So Catchy, the brand, you know what I'm saying, aspect of it back, and you know, have people and get models together, you know, do a whole run. Yeah, exactly. Something cool for everyone to wear, you know what I'm saying?
100%. Hook it up.
I got y'all. I need the sizes.
Hey, bet that. What are some of your studio essentials, and what platforms do you use to make music?
Studio essentials, definitely got to have a pack of backwoods, some gas, an energy drink, probably, like Red Bull or yerba, maybe a Xanax. Yeah, but yeah, and also like I be taking breaks. I be eating like fruit and like grapes and oranges in between like sessions. Like
wealth, bro.
And like I be getting cotton mouth too, so like I'm all high. So fruit is definitely like one of the best studio snacks to have. Studio essential for sure. But yeah, I just gotta have a mouse too, bro. Honestly, a mouse is fucking, that's essential. I don't know. I got used to the trackpad on the Mac, but like the mouse is just like, bro, my workflow is way
20
faster.
times faster.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if every y'all producers out there, y'all probably die for the trackpad, but I'm gonna say fuck the trackpad. But I fuck with it though.
In your opinion, what are some overrated and underrated topics?
Overrated, probably just like people getting mad about producers using samples. I'm like, bro, that's literally like what, like samples and loops and shit. Like a lot of like producers are like, oh, bro, you didn't make the melody, this and that. But like at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, this is a hit. It don't matter if I made the melody or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I added all this shit together and I created it. I arranged it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm gonna still give credit to the other producer. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to a label and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's going to eat. That's the thing is, though, too, it's just like I started off making all my own melodies, so I feel like I appreciate the loops more because I know what it takes to make melodies. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So I know what it takes to like make shit from scratch. I still make shit from scratch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's definitely an overrated topic. An underrated one, FL Studio's underrated.
FL?
Yeah. I love FL Studio. Logic, too. Those are like programs that I fucking love. So I think they're underrated, low key.
Is there anyone you want to shout out or promote?
Probably God. You know, I wouldn't be here without him. Probably my family. 100%. You know, all my homies, all my supporters, everyone who just at least just listened to my song one time. If you like at least just one song by me, I fuck with you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. All love to everyone out there for that.
But kind of back to the thing you were saying about producers like using other people's music and shit. Like I remember J. Cole being like, let the world be inspired by your shit, and so people can make shit to inspire other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like people like to feel a sense of like nostalgia and like familiarity.
Exactly. And even there's songs that I like that like rappers and like, you know what I'm saying, producers sample, and I'm just like, damn, they sampled a song that I already know about and it sounds cool the way they flipped it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just, but like that's hip hop too though. Like that's what hip hop came off of. You know what I'm saying? Like you go back into like old style of like, you know, hip hop back in like the 90s and the 80s, like motherfuckers were sampling vinyl records, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool to create your own loops too, because that's what I do as well. I send loops out to people and I'm like, bro, flip them, like do something cool with it. They might have like somebody that they know that's like, oh, like, hey, I know this like person who knows this person who wants to get on it.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like, now we got a placement, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's where two brains come together, and like it works like as far as music wise, but then it can also work like business wise too.
Getting those roots connected type shit.
Exactly.
100%.
Like he might want a song with so and so, but he doesn't know him, but I know him. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, me and you can make the beat, and I can ask him. Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And is this what you're doing full time, like occupation wise? Like
I
you're
got so many different hustles. Like I record people. I work. I basically go and I freelance and I set up like basically what I'm doing like this, but for like corporate events too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like there's so many ways to like use my talent to get income. You know what I'm saying? So it's 100%. Just like why not, you know, utilize that. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of people think they gotta stick to one thing and like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's important, but also like realize that, you know, as a creative and an artist, like you know what I'm saying, you gotta like try different things in order to like 100%. See what else your skill can get.
I saw this tweet, and it was super important for me to hear this as like an individual, like, because people are like, nah, your goal is fame or your goal is to get rich, when really people should just normalize having a 9 to 5 and then being creative like full time on the side, dedicating honestly, yourself to some shit.
I don't knock nobody for having like a job, bro. Like get your bag, you know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to, you know what I'm saying, whatever like fuels your creativity, you know what I'm saying, whatever can like add value to it, you know what I'm saying, getting that money and using it for your creative side, like that's beneficial. Like why not do that, you know what I mean? Smart.
100%. Work smarter.
Taking any income that you make though, you know what I'm saying, and applying it to your art is just smart in general, and I feel like that's what you should do, and like it'll create opportunities for you that
invest in yourself.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Man, I really appreciate you doing this. I'm glad we made it out the chat, because that doesn't usually happen with like a lot of people.
No, yeah,
like,
I was definitely open to this because like Privacynumber, like he's so like that's the new artist.
No, I agree for sure.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was just thinking.
Man, that was good, bro. I appreciate you. All right, well, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. You want to say anything in closing?
Shout out to y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? Go stream Privacynumber. Follow him on Instagram, Privacynumber.
Peace and love.
Just hold on long enough and you might make it. You just gotta see your chance and you just gotta take it. You don't wanna smile but you gotta fake it. You won't last in my shoes so you can't say shit. Just hold on long enough and you might make it. You just gotta see your chance and you just gotta take it. You don't wanna smile but you gotta fake it. You won't last in my shoes so you can't say shit. Got this pilly in my hand, I ain't even take it. Off these drugs so much it feel like that I'm raving. Fucked up and I feel numb. I always feel like something's always wrong. In the nighttime I'm always inside my thoughts. I always try to find a way but then I just get lost. Just hold on long enough and you might make it. You just gotta see your chance and you just gotta take it. You don't wanna smile but you gotta fake it. You won't last in my shoes so you can't say shit. Just hold on long enough and you might make it. You just gotta see your chance and you just gotta take it. You don't wanna smile but you gotta fake it. You won't last in my shoes so you can't say shit.